This is God Voice TV. Welcome to the House of Ethiel, a spirit from God. On the 18th of September, 2024, the man of God gave a prophetic word to the airline. The Prophet Favor Ethiel, said, "The angel of revival stood before him and said, 'The air will shake. This will be an airline crash. Although this prophecy has already been given, let us see how this manifested in various places. Let us hear what the prophet said and how it came to pass.'"
The angel of wind that controlled the wind, especially in the nation of Kenya, stood before me face to face. This is the man and God's messenger. He controlled wind, stood before me and said, even the air will shake. This is airline.
179 people are dead after a plane crashed while attempting to land at an airport in South Korea. This is one of the country's worst aviation disasters. To talk more about it, we're joined by BBC correspondent in Seoul, Rachel Lee. Thanks for being here, Rachel. What's the latest in this situation?
Right. So this tragedy centers on Jeju Air Flight 7C2216, a Boeing 737-800 that had just arrived from Bangkok to Muon. So that's a county about 290 kilometers south of capital Seoul. And it was carrying 181 people, and of these, only 2 survived, both crew members, while 179 passengers, including 85 women, 84 men, and 10 whose identities are still unclear, lost their lives. The victims were predominantly South Korean, with 2 Thai nationals on board. The scene at Muon International Airport is quite devastating. So families of the victims have gathered in the terminal where grief is palpable, and many are crying uncontrollably as names of their loved ones are being identified. Now the airport has set up all these yellow tents for families to have some privacy, and relief workers are providing water, blankets, and instant noodles for them. And the heartbreak in this airport is just overwhelming.
Flights are coming in and out of the Halifax airport today, but only on one of the 2 runways there. The disruption follows a scary scene last night when a rough landing led to a plane catching fire. CBC's Albert De La Talla joins us now with more. Albert, certainly nowhere near the devastation seen in the South Korean scene, but scary for passengers nonetheless. What can you tell us?
Sure, yeah, still a disruption, of course, and Air Canada says they are, in fact, still waiting for the Transportation Safety Board to release that aircraft, and that's so they can return belongings to passengers. And we have also heard from the Halifax Airport. They say that closed runway still has the damaged airplane on it. The other runway has reopened after a brief closure yesterday. 4 flights during that time diverted, and a handful of cancellations and delays as well. We have this video to show you after that plane, after it came to a stop. And here's what we know so far. We know that at about 9:30 p.m. last night local time, Air Canada says that, or the airport says that Air Canada Flight 2259, operated by PAL Airlines, a regional carrier, it arrived at Halifax Stanfield International Airport from St. John's. That's when Air Canada Canada says it experienced a suspected landing gear issue. One passenger described a scary scene, the plane skidding down the runway for quite a distance, flames even visible, she said, through the window. Here's more from that passenger, Nikki Valentine, describing that experience.
This morning, new information and new images as the investigation into the fiery Azerbaijan Airlines crash moves forward. This video showing confused passengers, some standing in the aisle after oxygen mask dropped and something appeared to tear through the cabin, peeling away sections of the wall. This man saying he heard a loud bang and began praying. This survivor saying she felt 2 explosions, then saw a man injured by the blasts and panicked. The plane was headed to the Chechen capital of Grozny, but instead crashed into a field in Kazakhstan. Dazed passengers miraculously emerging from the fiery wreckage. Now the U.S. has intelligence indicating the Russians may have misidentified the airliner, believing it was an incoming drone, and shot it down, according to 2 U.S. military officials.
Viewers, you can see how far the eyes of Jesus Christ can reach. Yes, even in our situations, this is to remind us that Jesus Christ sees it and He is concerned about it, to grant us solutions to our problems. Do not forget, this channel is all about Jesus Christ. Keep watching God Voice TV for the salvation of souls.